greatest Indian scientists. Number 5. Dr. Homi Jahangir Bhabha. We are talking about Dr. Homi Jahangir Bhabha. He was not just a nuclear physicist but also a founding director and professor of physics at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. Also, he founded the Atomic Energy Establishment at Bombay, which was renamed as the Bhabha Atomic Research Center in his honor after his death. Bhabha was known worldwide after deriving a correct expression for the probability of scattering of positrons by electrons, a process now world knows as Bhabha scattering. He was well known as the father of Indian nuclear program. Number 4. Dr. Subramaniam Chandrasekhar. He was an Indian-American astrophysicist. He won 1983 Nobel Prize for Physics, mainly for his theoretical work on the structure and evolution of stars. His most notable work was his astrophysical Chandrasekhar's limit, which is equals to 1.44 times the mass of Sun. So if you consider a star, say a white dwarf, and it has a mass less than that of Chandrasekhar's limit, so after its death, it will remain a white dwarf. But if you consider a star which has a mass more than that of Chandrasekhar's limit, it will undergo a supernova. Number 3. Satyendra Nath Bose. He was an Indian theoretical physicist, well known for his work on quantum mechanics. He provided the foundation for Bose-Einstein statistics and for the theory of Bose-Einstein condensate. He himself was a self-taught scholar and had interest in many areas, so he was also a polymath. Number 2. Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose. He was a Bengali polymath. He was a physicist, biologist, biophysicist, a botanist, and an archaeologist, and an early writer of science fiction. He pioneered the investigation of radio and microwave optics, made significant contributions to plant science, and laid the foundation of experimental sciences in the Indian subcontinent. Bose is considered the father of Bengali science fiction and also invented the criscograph, a device for measuring the growth of plants. Although Bose filed for a patent for one of his inventions because of peer pressure, his objections to any form of patenting was well known. Number 1. Dr. C. V. Raman. He was so confident of winning the prize in 1930 that he booked tickets in July 1930. Even though the awards were to be announced in November 1930, he would scan each day's newspaper for announcement of prize, tossing it away if it did not carry the news. He did eventually win the 1930 Nobel Prize in Physics for his notable work on scattering of light and discovery of Raman effect. He discovered that when light traverses a transparent material, some of the deflected light changes in wavelength. This phenomena, subsequently known as Raman scattering, results from Raman effect. He was the first Asian and first non-white to receive any Nobel Prize in the sciences. Something worth sharing. Like, comment your suggestions for our next video, and please subscribe for more updates.